Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Many businesses may not get into the black this holiday season. Yeah, many businesses might not get into the black this holiday season. Let me explain why I say that. Before I really get too deep into that, let's understand what Black Friday really means. Black Friday, they call it Black Friday because it's it developed as the biggest shopping day of the year, particularly in retail. You see, you've seen how people rush into these stores to buy stuff like killing each other, which, as someone who's worked in retail, Black Friday ain't the best day to get stuff. The best time to really get stuff is about 10 days before Christmas. So around the 15th or so, around the 15th, that weekend, not the immediate weekend, but like 10 days before Christmas, that's when you want to buy stuff. Believe it or not, you actually get stuff cheaper. Like, don't get it at Black Friday. Just get it cheaper, like a few days, 10 days before. That's the best time. Worst time is the day before Christmas. Because really in retail, they already setting up for the spring. They start setting up for the spring. They trying to get rid of stuff, but it's still not the best time 10 days beforehand. But anyway, the whole black thing is like peak businesses, if a business is losing money, they say they're in the red. If they're making money, they say in the black. Most retail, like malls, small shops, anything with sales, they make their money like during the holiday season. Indeed, you got some businesses, they don't sell anything except during the holiday season. Like when you go to malls or anything like that, pay attention to all the kiosks that you haven't seen there during the other part of the year. And malls, they'll charge a whole lot because, I've actually checked out, I thought about getting a book stand or something in some malls before, but they just charge way more money, but they know people will make it. Like a lot of businesses don't really make their money until then. Before like the holiday season, particularly in retail, they just piling, they just going along. And remember, a significant part of this economy is based on consumer spending at retail, which also affects the government because the retail stores, they paying sales taxes to the government. So it has a big effect on a lot of people. But because of everything going on, because of the supply chain issues, which is major, because of all of that, and then a lot of people, all this great resignation and people ain't working as much, they don't have as much money to spend. Many businesses might not make it into the black. Indeed, I was just, before I recorded this, I went to this little strip mall to get something from this Peruvian place, and I noticed there's only 2 stores in there, a barbershop and a Peruvian place. There's a lot of businesses going out anyway. They're not even around. So a lot of businesses are going to fail, especially depending on where they are. Now, if they're in a strong mall, like a real strong mall, like a major mall, and also like maybe a kiosk or even a small store, and they just in the right location, okay, they might make it. And stuff. They might make it because it comes down to foot traffic and everything. But then if they're in some malls, because you got some malls around here who are closing, no foot traffic at all. And even a lot of plazas and stuff like that. And I mean, it's going to be tough. And I'm going to tell you what, it is the combination between the supply chain issues and, the great resignation and people just not working. It's going to be a combination of the two, and it's going to hit hard. People are going to feel it. Now, of course, there's going to be some businesses that might survive, for the smart business, they also have a strong online presence. And those are usually the major department stores and stuff. It's not the same. Now, smaller stores have it, but, it can be funny because I'll check out some stuff online if I really want to get something that I might not find in the area or don't feel like looking for. I say, let me just order it. Like, there's a lot of places saying, oh, well, it might take a while for this to get to you. I mean, I've gotten to the point I just ordered something from someplace and I specifically paid for expedited shipping. I was just like, you know what? It would have been free otherwise. But I said, let me just pay for it. Seriously, it's going to be tough. And you know what? I'm going to tell you what, like I said, people don't realize most people spend their money other than on food and, digestibles and, liquids and all of that. People buying from these retail spots. They buying presents and all of that. And of course, the sales tax for it goes to the governments, local governments and everything. It's going to be it's going to be some serious issues. Indeed, some of these bigger places, because a lot of people don't want to work, they might have trouble. And then, there's a whole lot of stuff that people might want that's still sitting on a dock in LA. I mean, oh man. And then, it's getting crazy. And then, I saw on the news about, as of this recording, y'all be getting this, a week or so from it, but that big thing in San Francisco where 80 people, well, they say 50 to 80 people with ski masks on basically robbed this Nordstrom's. I'm like, wow. And of course, those things are going to might sell someplace. People might not even buy that stuff, to be honest. And then I saw something else about 14 people hitting a jewelry store, and they had that on tape. And I mean, it's getting crazy. Like, people still want stuff, but let's just be real. All of that causes a trouble too. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Like, one thing with my family, we actually frugal for Christmas. We don't buy a lot because the sons are older, and only person I really get anything for is my co-parent, and she never likes anything. So, and I'm not pressed. So, it's easier there, but you think about some families where you have a bunch of little kids and stuff, and it's already tough buying toys. Oh, that's another thing. I mean, it's a lot. So a lot of businesses might not get into the black. Or like, remember I mentioned earlier, you got some businesses, that's all they do is sell during the holiday season. If people not buying or they being frugal, they're not going to buy them. We used to call them tchotchke gifts. It's like those things, they strictly gifts. You know how you get people gifts just to say you got them something? People might not be grabbing at them this year. I don't know. Just pay attention. Now, for those who have businesses, let me just say real quick, hopefully you have a good customer base. Hopefully you got a good customer base. You might have to do some advertising, special sales. All I can say, because I'm going to be honest, I can't even give like some steady advice on what to do, because used to be, all you had to do was just set up someplace good with some traffic and you were good to go during the holiday season. What's going on now is kind of unprecedented. So I can't even give like some solid advice. I mean, it'd be speculative advice on what to do, but this combination of things has never really, or if it's happened before, please somebody tell me. I'm dead serious. Because even during the Great Recession, I was actually working retail during the Great Recession. Oh, stuff was still moving like crazy. Stuff was moving like crazy. So, this might be a little bit different. So, and this, let me end with what I always say, but this is going to be tough. But at the same time, for those in business, I'm wishing you all this power. Let's go make that money.